Episode 567 of the TV Dudes, recorded November 28th, 2025. Stranger Things Season 5, Part 1.
My God.
My God, indeed. Wheels within wheels within wheels. This week, we are diving back into the weird, upside-downy world of Hawkins.
Yeah.
With the Stranger Things kids, who are now adults.
Pass me those Echoes.
In a 90210, 11 kind of way.
Mm-hmm.
I guess 90211?
90211. That'd
That's
be,
what it
yeah,
is.
90211. I like that.
Because, we got Lucas Perry looking a little too old.
Lucas, so all the other kids do look too old. Lucas Perry is
Lucas turned into a man.
Yeah,
it's not his name. I just to make it fun of Luke Perry, how Luke Perry looked at the end of high school graduation of fucking 90210. But either way, that's what we're talking about this week as we jump back into Stranger Things after a 3-year hiatus. But first, before all that, I'm Les.
I'm Nick.
And we're the TV Dudes. And some things that were strange isn't all we watched this week.
No.
To the Diaries!
Yeah.
Wait. We don't have a script this week ahead of time. And so...
but we forgot about the Patreon.
Almost forgot about the Patreon. Patreon.com/TV Dudes.
And yet we pretend to forget about it even when we write a script.
We do. It's usually part of the gag. Hilarity.
It's cool to forget it genuinely for once.
Right. It feels more authentic.
Does
it feel more authentic for the folks at home?
But you can join us at patreon.com/TV Dudes for extra content that we provide every week for only $1.
This week, Sea-Doo. Sisu 2, Road to Revenge. We went to the theatra and saw a Finnish action movie sequel that you should go see immediately.
There's plenty of backlog of content. And also you can... pitch in at higher levels for the showrunner level and
I believe
reading
next
reviews.
Next week will be a showrunner-led episode.
Mm-hmm.
We'll be watching something that John Paul picked, as he does want to do.
If you're uncomfortable with that level of power, you just have us read one of your written reviews online. We haven't did one of those in a while.
No, we haven't had one of those in a while. But for $5, you can rant about anything you want. Used to on the show, I would see that would be used on usually Grant. People would write in diatribes against Lost and make Grant read them.
That was the whole...
That was usually the entire gag on that. So that can be fun. We can... I don't know. You can make me talk about how great the OA is.
But yeah, even if you don't donate, though, it's a great hub for our...
That's the best place to get the content, frankly.
Yeah.
You should go over there, even if you just sign up for free and join in the discussions. And
it updates... without fail, every week.
Every week, it's great. So that's patreon.com/TV Dudes. But now we can talk Diaries.
The Diaries of the Television Dudes. Brought to you by only the finest cocaine wine.
Nick, fuck did you watch this week?
God damn it. Well, one, I wanted to, before we forget it off the bat, I want to talk about Stumble. Like you were talking about.
Yes.
We watched Stumble on Paramount.
It's Paramount.
Yeah.
Paramount.
And
though even Paramount, I think, wants you to forget it because it comes out Saturdays on streaming. That feels like a double insult.
Saturday is a fucking... is a hateful day. That's a hateful time slot.
Right.
That's someone has already freed up that money.
If you saw a rerun of The Love Boat in the 90s, it was on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That feels like a Jeff Foxworthy.
I'm not sure if we're still following regular network rules or whatever, but Saturday is frankly just...
it doesn't mean anything anymore. Yeah, it does.
I don't know.
I think you know it does.
I think an old... even if it's just a thumb in your nose of one of the fucking old school producers, someone in their mind has your budget freed up for another thing.
Absolutely.
For next season. But it's a... from the guy that made Trial and Error.
Mm-hmm. Jeff Astroff.
I
think is his name. He and I believe his partner.
Similar style humor.
Very much so. This guy has a well that he loves to go to, and I love it.
It's very particular, and I maybe it will never get him full fame because it doesn't seem like this one is going to hit just like with Trial and Error.
Right.
This one might even get a second season like Trial and Error did, but I think it's quite funny.
I watched the first episode of it, and then I think you were in the kitchen or something. I was like, hey man, I just watched a sitcom by the guy that did Trial and Error, and sit down and confirm my.
They do a found footage thing again, following a cheer captain of a pretty prestigious university.
Well, it's at first she's at Sammy Davis Senior Junior College.
Davis Junior, yeah, but that goes wrong when
in Texas.
But that goes wrong because of a dance video or something.
It's a
party
team
video
celebration, and she and the whole team are clearly drunk.
She gets reverse Ted Lasso,
and they're clearly drunk, and she awards someone best booty.
Yeah.
And they're like, look, for the getting drunk with them and the sexual harassment, that's not. I would have killed to have gotten best booty when I was on. Like, okay, regardless. So yeah, how did they put it? They slam cut immediately back to her in front of after the dean's talking to her. Dean Martin. They slam cut immediately to her in front of the team. I have asked,
so I have asked to be fired.
Yes. It's like, how have I? That's great.
Kristen Chenoweth is her
Tammy Istany.
Yeah, who takes over for her. But she goes off to another college to try and build up another team to go to win championship because she wants to win. Heedleston. Yeah, they pronounce it different every time.
Every time within the same like within a cheer, like I say Heidelstein, you say Heedleston, Heddleston, go. Like
so, great efficient storytelling for this show.
Man.
Like by the end of the first episode,
like 22 minutes, and they introduce the shit out of some people.
It's so funny because they have a cheer squad of one when she arrives, and then they go through a thing that basically she recruits the rest of the cheer squad by having that scene in a Step Up movie or another sports movie where, you find the guy finds a kid that they were looking for, like
right.
in the at a tryout. There's a kid underneath the bleachers that can throw an arm or something.
Right, like hey, throw that at the trash can again.
Yeah. And
the girl that's breaking into her car and then does like a triple dismount off
the football player that just does a backflip for kind of no reason.
Right. Well, he's gonna break your heart, honey. Taron Killian from SNL is her husband, and so he also is playing like the world's nicest husband on High Potential.
Mm-hmm.
And on High Potential, his wife is like insanely smart. Like that's like she's like Sherlock smart is the gimmick, right? So he's just a normal dude, but he looks kind of like the sweet dummy.
Mm-hmm.
And on here, he is the actual sweet dummy. Like they make so much use out of that hit that they shot.
He got hit in a football
Texas Tech quarterback. Like so he and the lead actress are high school sweethearts. He goes to Tech as a quarterback, and then God had other plans. And he takes
a hit.
Nasty. Fucking.
They keep re-showing it like the end of Maniac Cop style, of like that stunt.
Oh man,
did I tell you all about my head injury?
Doctors left a piece of that helmet in my brain. You just can't forget what you know. I did. Yeah, you did, honey.
Or that's why sometimes I play the head injury card.
Oh man, yeah. But then occasionally. It's
occasionally it's for real.
At her birthday, when he starts to sing the thing,
Happy
honey,
birthday.
we've already sang that. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Sorry.
It's probably okay.
They're fucking narcoleptic head cheerleader. That was the entire squad last year.
Mm-hmm.
I got a kick out of all of this. There was a short-lived like church choir one with Bradley Whitford.
Yeah,
and I wanted that to be quite this zany.
Did that have Anna Camp in it?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
okay, I know what you're talking about.
And it was pretty good, but it wasn't quite this. This hits. They're in the meth conference.
Yeah.
Which has like, I can't even remember what the first pun was. The M school. But the
Michigan,
E is like South Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Not southeastern. Like it you can tell that this is from the same writers that gave us like, East Peck is actually north of South Peck.
Geographical anomaly. I think that one's going to be one we watch every week.
I believe so. I'm looking forward to that on Saturday. So that's Stumble over on Peacock.
I watched a couple of. I'm not through it, but I watched a couple episodes of All Her Fault.
I think I have 2 left on that.
Yeah. Did you talk about that last week?
No, I don't think I did.
Okay. I forget
I may
exactly
have talked
when
about
we
it
were
a little
talking
bit.
about.
Yeah, I've got dates were wrong on my calendar.
But it was Dakota Fanning redeeming herself
Oh my
after that
God.
shitty movie we
And
watched.
honestly, because this woman was a pretty good actress, it took me a minute to like, that is her again from, oh, fuck, I hated Vicious.
But
And I love Sarah Snook. I mean,
yeah,
I feel like my last thought, like, I'm going to die by her hand, and my last thoughts are going to be, she's so pretty.
Snooks or Snook's kid.
I did talk about this last week, because, somebody took the Snook kid.
Yeah. Oh, Snook the Snook.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they say Snook the Snook.
Snooks the Snook. Yeah. And so I watched afterwards, and to me, like, Michael Pena has got to be the best example of like, so if all cops were just Michael Pena, we wouldn't really have this problem here.
Right.
But like,
we watch him do an illegal thing. Like, I'm not saying he's a flawless cop, but oh my God. Like, also, best dad in the show.
absolutely.
And he's still conflicted. Which
is why he's kind of shitty to the other dads when they get uppity.
So the crime in it is fine. It's fun, whatever. It's a kidnapping, and they unfold it across these episodes. Like, they keep, doling it out pretty nice. Each episode ends in a pretty good little twist or whatever. But the best thing to me about the show is that every episode has some moment where a guy in the room, like usually their husband, lists off like 14 fucking things that were somehow this woman's task today on top, well, honey, why didn't you, you did A, B, C, D, E, and F, but why did you skip G, honey? Do we not even matter to you? And like every episode's got a slightly different kind of twist on that, where you're like, damn, that's like just trying to have it all, aren't you, honey? Like, no, just bare minimum trying to go to work.
Well, speaking of lovely people like Michael Pena, I also watched A Man on the Inside featuring Eugene Cadero.
Yes.
Who I also am in love with.
I kept thinking about him watching Pena in
well, between him and the husband on Stumble, I was like here, like the how to do it male role models. Right. Only one has brain damage. So like, how do you do it? It's the brain damage helps.
I never get tired of watching.
Did I tell you about my head injury?
Oh man.
God damn it. But yeah, man, I love The Man on the Inside. It's a
man, Mike, I didn't know they were going to get a season 2. I'm so glad to hear it's
Mike Schur has made a like low level, low input, but just kind of like enjoyable sitcom, like detective show,
like low stakes detective.
Low stakes, yeah. It's no one's ever in any early danger. It's not existentially terrifying like Good Place or even fast paced like Brooklyn. It's much more low key and mellow, and it has a very different vibe, and yet still like is the best. It's Mike Schur, so it's like, yeah, this is the best of that vibe show you can put on too. And I love the reasons they're trying to bring back the people from the old folks home, and they bring them back for like tasks and to be part of the heist later when they have to actually do a thing when part of the investigation. Stephanie Beatrice is obviously into what's her name, the Julie, as the investigator that he works for, and she can't quite figure it out. She thinks that she's out to get her for revenge for what happened last season, and like, aha, I got you. I'm gonna figure this out. Like, okay, it's not that complicated. But yeah, Eugene Cordero has a great like, man, it's people say that the worst thing about being a teacher is the budget cuts and underfunding. But I'll tell you what, no, the worst thing is that every day you have off, your kids have off too. What?
Because their kids are just fucking painfully stupid, right? The three boys.
Why are you off today? I don't know. Like, budget appreciation? That can't be right. I love Julie, like, every time she fucks up with Stephanie Beatrice, or character, like she gets a defensive. One of the kids at they have a Thanksgiving episode, and after like her conversation with with Stephanie Beatrice, she looks at one of the kids of Eugene Cadero's kids and is like, "Hey, what the fuck is your problem? You get out of here and shut up. You have snitch energy. Like you have snitch energies."
That's great.
You get to meet her mom this season, which is she's a pickpocket con artist forger, which is pretty cool. Whose lover is Jason Mantzoukas with his weird guinea pig. Julie, that's the name. Julie's the guinea pig. I don't know. Like, that's why I'm getting fucked up.
Well, I mean, Julie is Lila Rich Creek Estrada's character as well.
Oh, okay.
That is Julie. Emily is the daughter, and then Dee Dee is Stephanie Beatrice.
Got it. Yeah, it's not one of those shows where like every character's so well drawn that I remember their character name exactly. But, you know, Ted Danson is Ted Danson.
Well, and this season's got Mary Steenburgen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Who is always, I mean, like, it's just great. It's always fun when you get to see somebody play against their actual partner. Like, there was a season on Elspeth where, like, her nemesis was like Michael Emerson.
She first talks to him and just basically fades out during the conversation and just stops talking for a second and then walks off. And apparently she's the music director, and whenever she gets a music idea in her head, she has to go write it down or it'll fly off. But it makes her seem like, cool, so you spent a lot of times at an old folks' home? That seems like onset dementia. Like, that just happened.
His best friend in it, Stephen McKinley Henderson, who was kind of mad at him at the end of last season, Calvert. I love that actor. Like, we generally didn't like Civil War, but he was fantastic in it. Like, he's just one of those guys, like, he turns up and you're like, I may not like this whole show, but I love you. But yeah, it sounds like I need to give Man on the Inside Season 2 a shot.
I kept up on the Mighty Nine, which was... I tell you what, it's interesting. It makes sense to me that there's a team up between the Dark Elves and the humans to study this ancient artifact weapon that they have. And I love that the elf has a mom that has the disease that you get from multiple lives or whatever, and is on the clock because if she gets found out, they just kill her and don't resurrect her anymore because that's a sickness that might infect the other when she's in the soul thingy. So he's on the clock. Like, he needs to figure this out like right now, and he's the one. And yet it's the human. Like, it's like, okay, so throughout this study, I might be able to teach you guys exactly how and then the human is like, bring him in. And they got a guy that just strapped to a bed chamber with a gag over his mouth. I just want to see it in action. Whoa! We are not ready for, and I can't stress to you enough, the human has no timetable on this, has no reason to fucking go this fast at all. But it feels like, yeah, that tracks for me of like that the human is like, well, come on, it's like you want to get to space without killing some monkeys.
Right.
And I'm telling you, we're doing that.
Was it Serpent Queen where she, like, the wife, like, is trying to figure out how to, like, keep the king alive, and well, he's got a lance stuck in him.
Yeah.
And she, just bring the next prisoner, stabs a lance in him, and then pulls it slowly out, and we can't do it that way. Next.
No, so that makes me laugh. I watched some more Crapopolis, which is just frustrating because I never know what its release schedule is. But I like that they introduce a new character, Kill-Ass's daughter.
Mm-hmm.
So basically the princess of the cannibal people that becomes Schlub's advisor, because Schlub is now king. Not sure if we ever mentioned that, but Schlub is now king in the season because the first episode, they have a democratic election,
right.
And of course Schlub wins.
Right.
Tyrannus is living on a boat just by the docks, which is pretty fun. What do you call it? They do a genie episode where they find a genie way, and the genie's actually really cool. He just wants to be friends really bad, but we've dealt with a genie before, and they're just like really like and like they're really careful about the hubris of their wish until they aren't. And like they are immediately, oh, okay, she used to love me more because she's into trees. I wish to be a tree. No, wait, damn it. Wait, how do I poop? What is it?
Wait.
How does this work? But yeah, I think I've officially dropped off Welcome to Derry.
I didn't watch this past week's.
I forgot about it.
It was running into a problem of like deepening the mythology in a way that I would want to, get a cup of coffee and like discuss with your nerd friends after reading the book or whatever. But playing it out as a show, I don't know that really works for me.
We'll get into it when we talk about Stranger Things, but it has the same problem that later seasons of Stranger Things have, which is the more they get into Vecna, the more I kind of don't care about this.
Yeah.
But also, they have characters that I'm already in love with and very invested in watching them. Welcome to Derry, I don't really know these people yet.
Right, and I don't know that I want this done to it. Like the it mythos. Like this I'm gonna keep watching. I think it's got like 2 more seasons approved.
Shit. That is
again, like all of the pie in the sky, all of these things can be announced. And
it's a Stephen King property. I mean, but how are they? Does that mean they're really not going to show the? Once you show the clown, are we going to go back?
The clown comes back this episode. Like
so,
I don't know what they're going to continue to do. I don't know what the further plans are.
Bill Skarsgård isn't that affordable.
No, and like if anything, it makes me wonder if they are planning like a real shift, something else. Because honestly, that would be more exciting than anything they're doing.
Yeah.
Because this episode,
they almost can't though.
So the bits of the meteor that it fell in, like that make the pillars. This episode, like they know where those fucking pillars are now because of him going in the kid's mind.
Yeah.
Right, and they go looking for him. Straight up, go looking for him. Quick.
Okay.
This episode.
Well, that's proactive.
And the plan is to basically move the pillars in closer and closer until you have a cage where you can put a leash on that fucking thing.
Yeah. Okay.
And they send, like, when they're doing this, like, the natives are like, well, fuck, if you're doing something that crazy and you're going to drag Taniel, who's somehow still alive after going into his brain, like, if you're going to send him down here, and they give him the one that she has, like that's got carvings on it that's like a fucking knife still.
Yeah.
And she says, like, he's the only one that knows how to use... That's bullshit. There's no knowing how to use it.
No, it's a knife.
It's a knife. It glows when Pennywise is near it, and you stab him with it. Like, but what? Like, it's a way to like.
I think the natives have like put a lot of mystical shit onto their thing because they put runes on the.
But
I don't think those runes do anything.
I do kind of feel like she says it to the military as a like, this is why he should get to carry the only thing that hurts it.
Well, they
like,
prove that
like,
in this.
If you're going to drag my nephew down there, give him the knife.
They prove that in the second movie of that the ritual didn't work for them, but they can do the ritual because the idea of it is just putting it in your mind, having a mind battle.
Right.
Their ritual wasn't the thing; it's just having a mind battle with it.
It's how they. That ritual locked them in as a community. It's community that did it.
Yeah.
And either way, this knife, because it's made of the shit it felt like, there's a cool moment of it pulling its only move, which is being far away from you and then running really fast towards you. But with its teeth out this time. Like, it's what it does when it's Georgie, it's what it does when it's the clown, it's what it does when it's every time.
It works.
It works. I mean, I'm not like it's like jump scares. They keep doing them because goddamn.
Well, not every kid is going to stick their face into a sewer grate, Les.
True. Sometimes you got to run. Like,
sometimes
you got to fine.
Sometimes you got to do some
Hang
cardio.
on, I'll come over there. So it runs up and doesn't know that knife is laying in the water, and it comes to a dead halt.
Oh.
And, like, it's one of the first times that you see Pennywise, like...
Shit.
The fuck are you, like...
God damn it.
None of you should have any... Like, the fuck is happening?
Yeah.
And that's fun. I don't know. I'm torn. It's an interesting show. And that first episode was actually, like, y'all gonna kill some kids. This is kind of scary.
Between
and it's not a scary show.
Between It's and the Demogorgons and Stranger Things, I'm like, so these things are super deadly until we decide they aren't.
Until we decide that they are like sorcerer's apprentices. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know. If you would want to read a concordance about a Stephen King book, which I have, I would recommend.
That's a rough recommendation.
I understand other folks are.
Do you like the Silmarillion of it?
Yes, no. That's exactly it. Like, do you want the Silmarillion of it? Then here you go. That's how I'm on it.
Book club of yours fell apart because of the Silmarillion.
Absolutely
yeah,
did.
Yeah,
Absolutely did.
that makes sense though.
Yeah, no, like most of us just weren't.
Whoever suggested that was aggressive and wanted
yeah.
that and was violent to your book group. I'm gonna say.
Yeah. I felt that was aggressive as well. What else did I? Let's see. You hadn't kept up on it. Welcome to Dairy.
No, I think
I had been watching some Supernatural, which was fun, and again, we'll get into it with Stranger Things. But in the early seasons of Stranger Things, I would have been able to tell a distinct, immediate difference between flipping between those two shows, and that gap has gotten narrower and narrower as Stranger Things has shifted from a horror show to an 80s kids adventure.
Yeah.
Which is what, let's be real, Supernatural is a buddy comedy with monsters. But I have enjoyed some. I'm in like just started season 8, and I am still enjoying Stranger Things. Or Supernatural, rather.
Mm-hmm.
And because my date's up, I cannot remember if we talked about Bad Guys 1 and 2 last week or this week. But I watched Bad Guys 1 and 2. Everybody should go watch those. Nick had watched them long ago. They're fantastic. I shouldn't have waited as long as I did. Fucking A. Awesome. Yeah. Please make a third one of those. Mark Maron should play all of the animated snakes ever.
Yeah.
Also, Natasha Lyonne and Mark Maron can have chemistry
as long as they're both
animated.
They're not on screen. They can't. I don't think their body language can sell it.
Like a bird and a snake, and I'm like, all the way in her mouth. And then went and saw Keeper in the theater, the new Osgood Perkins movie,
right?
On Monday, and I would recommend Keeper.
Yeah.
It is his third movie, and it feels like the one that he got done with money left over from the other two. Like in some spirit, like it is so like such a limited cast. There's like 5 actors, and whoever's in the monster suits. But there is a real monster. You'll figure out what it feels like. This meeting could have been an email. Like this entire 2-hour movie could have been a 1-hour Twilight Zone episode. That said, it looks fucking gorgeous. The monster designs are great. And dude can set up a tense shot. I really enjoyed it. I would rewatch this over Longlegs.
Yeah.
Because I thought the third act of Longlegs was just a little thin on the lore of like, once you figure out what's going on, you're right. Basically. And it doesn't explain any more than that. There's definitely moments where you're like, all right, this was a shot in search of a movie.
Yeah.
Like, that's a fucking... I mean, and I couldn't have passed it up either. Damn, that's cool looking.
Weapon style.
But like, you wrote backwards from here. Yeah, you did. Or wrote. You shot backwards from here. But yeah, it's almost out of theaters. We had to go on like a weird time because it's almost done. But it'll be on streaming soon. And I think...
this week's episode of Pluribus...
yeah, everything else, that gets us down to just our desserts. The best show on television. Maybe the best thing.
I'm going to say that
Vince Gilligan's done.
It hasn't wrapped up yet, but I'm going to say, for me personally, I'm like, we're all going to remember Breaking Bad as his, as his breakout, his big thing. I'm going to be on record right now. I think Pluribus is going to be his...
pound for pound.
Magnum opus of... this is the best thing. Vince Gilligan.
I mean, this is reaching back to like his like early days in writing, like stuff not being a repeat lawyer show, being a different thing, getting to this emotional level for me, and this many like laugh out loud and creepy skin crawl moments in fucking
what Mrs. Davis
of episodes.
When Mrs. Davis wants to be, I feel like Pluribus fucking kills.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I don't know if people are comparing those shows at all, but that's exactly it.
It does something new. It brings up a fear that I didn't realize I had. Like it triggers things in me, and we always have at least one interesting philosophical discussion after every episode we watch.
Yeah, every time.
This one has a great shot that I'm pretty sure is a matte painting.
Oh my lord!
That's metal. That's melted in.
So spoilers for Pluribus.
Yeah.
If you're not watching Pluribus and you don't care, whatever. Otherwise, skip over it unless you watch this week's episode. Got Milk.
Got Milk. Yeah.
So there's a shot where the world breaks up with Carol.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
leaves her a voicemail
yeah.
and everything.
Our feelings for you have not changed, but in light of everything that's happened, we feel we need some space. Oh my God, they don't change that message. So they got to pick everything up by drone. That's hilarious and inept. And but there's a shot of them leaving.
They wait until she falls asleep.
Yeah.
And sneak out. The world sneaks out on her like Walk of Shame style.
They're
what
putting
the
their
fuck?
shoes on in the
Yeah.
hallway.
What the fuck is happening here?
And them drive, like, she looks out at the highway
Yeah.
to her left, and it's so weirdly synchronized, which they get a lot of these great shots of like everybody, the way that everybody drives is always cool in this show because it's flawless. It's all AI car basically.
You always get it's the same thing with the plane taking off over those, like,
right.
You get a sense of like, that's not right. Humans don't do that.
You shouldn't, and it's weird. It's stuff that comes down to trust in a way you don't think of trust.
Yeah.
But
it's not trust.
It's trust. Well, or everyone has the skill.
Yeah. It's not a leap of faith if you know.
Yeah,
score.
It's not faith. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You know that person's the greatest pilot on the planet and dead sober.
Yeah, because the person piloting is also the person on the ground that we were about to fly over.
Absolutely. So it's exactly that. It's like it's you telling yourself, "I've got this."
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's
and so she sees literally all the traffic driving away, and there's a back line to the car and then empty road.
Yeah.
And she turns her head in this pan shot, and it's just empty road until there's a moment where all of her peripheral vision is empty highway.
Yeah.
And then she keeps turning her head, and out the other direction is the same end line of cars, and it's like the whole city went one direction or the other. It's eerie and weird.
It must be a green screen effect because you can't. It's like the shot in Times Square for I Am Legend, but on steroids. Like
the money to clear those highways the synchronized stunt drivers to do it.
It would be impossible.
I know there's got to be a YouTube or something out there on how they shot that. It's beautiful. It's so cool. And then this episode named Got Milk.
Great escalation of the mystery.
Yes.
Which is like, and we were like, oh no, it's a mystery that Carol can solve, even though she's not really a detective. Mm-hmm. A normal person can solve because it's not a mystery. It's a mystery no one's trying to hide from you.
Right.
Because she finds as she throws away her trash, like if they hadn't failed to throw away her trash, maybe she would never have figured this out. But she sees in the recycling bin just milk cartons.
Yeah.
All different flavors, but just the same fucking milk carton. And like, what the fuck? Like, and you know, they must be able to eat or sustain themselves on whatever they want, on whatever they need or want. Why do they only seem to drink this thing?
Yeah.
And she backwards finds her way to the milk carton factory, and from there finds whatever they're putting into it. Then from that bag,
it's not milk. It's a bag of like granulated. It looks like sugar.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Maybe some like salt. I'm not really sure.
And that it's that mixed with water, and it makes this liquid.
Yeah.
That's kind of oily, like a thin olive oil.
And it's like a pH neutral.
Like so is water.
Yeah. So like, okay, and what the fuck is this thing? And my running theory right now is that we assumed after you get kissed or introduced to the thing, it's permanent, right?
Right.
And I was like, well, we're just assuming that because we've seen people just immediately get infected, and we haven't really seen the aftermath.
Have we seen anyone be away from it for a long time?
Have we? And I was like, do you need regular doses of this enzyme?
Mm-hmm. And you might.
Yeah.
There is also something I thought of, like you said, it's a mystery that no one's really trying to hide. There's an off chance that they just sorted out food, and because no one cares, there's no reason to not feed everyone tasty wheat slurry, you know?
Right. But why make a new thing when you have all that? They all showed a bunch of frozen food.
Right.
What?
Right. That's true.
I understand when you run out of food.
No, you're right. Because and we know that they're efficient, because the reason they're using the milk thing, I guarantee, at least my head canon right now, that was the nearest bottling plant. And when they run out of milk labels, rather than waste anything making new labels or anything, or new boxes or whatever, they will then just move to the next processing plant. And as of Tuesday, they'll be in Coke cans.
Yeah.
And then as of
we were talking about
next year,
she was even in the thing. It may be a different wherever you are. And I'm
Wherever
like,
you
oh,
are.
for sure, it's got to be like
Yeah.
a
Because they're using
Coke
dog
bottle.
food bags to put the stuff in.
No, they're reusing everything. Like,
Because doing it daily with that everyone on the planet, they're running through it so fast they're already down to dog food bags.
oh wow, yeah, all their other bigger,
Yeah.
yeah,
I bet we're down to the milk factory.
or whatever. I would say that whatever's there's the most of. I bet you
Right.
that's the biggest bag that there are the most of.
Right. What
You
do we
know?
have near here? Cool, that's what it's in now. Yeah.
Milk cartons are the easiest way to get the amount. Like that's the exact amount you need to
Mhm.
drink, or
Watching
about so.
this irritated, half-drunk woman with SIM cards, like recording, hey, fellow individuals.
And she knows that she gets and we were the same thing. Like the fact that they leave means what she's doing is working.
Uh-huh.
The fact that they now, before they were condescending and were not really thinking of her as a threat.
No, but now they know they have to stay away from her because she might unplug one.
Right.
And
They still can't hurt her.
I know her next idea has got to be to keep
Her-
one of them away from
Her
them.
next move has got to be to kidnap one of them. Like,
I
don't mean
know that you've got to sodium pentothal them like again or whatever she stole, but you might.
right. This like, but then again,
it may just be enough that they not know where they are.
maybe that's but they aren't near her anymore. So maybe that's where Paraguay comes in. Can you grab one of them?
Right, and just let me know.
Yeah, because we went out of our way to explain Paraguay, and we've seen him. And like I don't know how is he gonna. He's fucking around in his apartment.
We don't know that the other one, like that the other individuals affect them like Carol does. I think that's a special Carol thing.
It might. I remember our theory was that because Helen died
Because of
via
Helen.
upload,
Right.
that it was a unique
That's our
circumstance.
headcanon, but yeah, I still think it's special to Carol. If that's
Yeah.
the case, it's safer for Paraguay to kidnap one than Carol.
It could be that the other people just aren't fucking with them like Carol
True,
is.
true,
But
True.
my thing is, I would think that even if they were just upset, like it
Right.
seems to. Also, what's her name?
Lakshmi calling
Calls her. Don't you make my son cry?
If I can, nope, you can't think this through.
No,
lady.
man,
If I
like-
can make your son cry, then that dude fucked your.
Then that dude fucked your kid. Like that's for real how it works. You can't think one without the other.
Nope, can't have one without the other.
Like
Yeah.
she has a cognitive dissonance in her brain
Oh
of
my
like,
god, dude! And just Carol, like, all right, I know Lakshmi's pissed, but you know, yeah, I am loving the fuck out of Pluribus. Holy god, this is a great show.
so good.
Yeah, this is what it must have felt like, or this is what it feels like to have been told about Severance for years.
Yeah, yeah. I would
When you
think.
hear people just gushing about like Barry's amazing,
Mhm.
sure it is, buddy. Right, but no, for real, please go watch Pluribus. You may not like it. I think Oliver did not. No, not Oliver. Sorry, Oscar. Did not like it.
All right,
But
the unwilling protagonist.
so your mileage might vary, but give it a shot. Rhea Seahorn's crushing it.
Love it.
Yeah, very good.
Well, anyway, I think we can transition out.
We can go journey to the Upside Down.
Let's get stranger.
We have a plan. It's a bit insane.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
No idea, but I think we should find out. Everyone in? I want to see Vecna's heart on a platter.
For the fifth and final season, the American science fiction horror drama television series Stranger Things, now marked as Stranger Things 5.
Yeah, let's run up that hill, or whatever the Kate
Yes.
Bush song we're using this fucking season.
Yes, who's the Kate Bushmaster here? On streaming service Netflix, this season is 8 episodes, but the first 4 are out on Thanksgiving, the next 3 are out on Christmas, then the final one on New Year's.
Oh my god.
New Year's Eve. So the Duffer Brothers and Sean Levy bringing us this. It has been 3 years
3
since
years, yeah.
the previous one. This show started in July of 2016, and that was season 1. Season 4 dropped mid-year, like June or July of 2022. Then we had strike and whatnot and
Yeah.
all that.
But let's be honest, there was a couple years between the other seasons.
Between
as well.
3 and 4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like 1 and 2 happened, I think, pretty quick. But then, yeah, there was a minute. So they've each had a delay.
And I think we talked about this before, but I don't know what to do about production times.
No, there's nothing. It is impossible at this point to separate out things that are not this show's fault.
Yeah.
But are meta. My notes for this were love, list of stuff, disappointed, list of stuff, meta, and a list of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then just weird.
What list do you want to tackle first?
Yeah, so for starters, I think as Randy had posted on Facebook, it's been so long since the last Stranger Things that it's easy to forget why I like this show, and then I start watching it and go, oh, fuck, man, there's a lot here.
So the veneer of it, like the setting is fun, like this 80s nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
It's the first show that did that for us before everybody started to try to do it.
And nailed it.
It brought kids on bikes back again.
Yes. To the one of my things in kind of meta here is so let's get the meta stuff out of the way.
Okay.
So the time between the seasons, everybody aged up. I know that's going to happen. Well, these kids genuinely were like Lucas. The actor was 14 in 2016.
What's Lucas's actor's name? I forget. But Luke.
Yeah.
So everyone else is a goddamn adult for sure. Lucas got some bass in his voice.
And granted, man, I knew a kid in like junior high that had a mustache. Like Byron was going to look like an adult before the rest of us, but like Lucas looks like a grown up, and he is. He's 24. His little sister is actually 19 here.
Dustin looks at least a little bit more like he's always got some baby fat around his face.
Yeah.
That's going to help him out. But everybody else, like,
Gaten, like Matarazzo.
I think
Caleb McLaughlin as Lucas Sinclair.
What's her name? Elle.
Yeah, Millie Bobby Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown always has big anime eyes. I think that help out with that. But otherwise, yeah, these are full.
Finn Wolfhard's just gonna always look like Michael Cera.
But they are very full ass adults that are like, okay, so this is the last time we can do this. This is gonna be embarrassing after this point. I've also seen
it pointed out a couple of times. Lucas's hairline between season 4 and season 5, man, they did him dirty. Get a better. What the fuck?
I think that's the fact that he's wearing some sort of hair piece. Maybe?
He's definitely wearing a wig that is, I'm talking, twisted wrong sometimes. And it's not handled right. But it makes him look disheveled and fucked up.
And it's just so that he can have a fade, like that high top fade.
But man, get that line right. What the fuck?
But yeah.
So like now Lucas is 24 and his little sister is 19.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, she's still, she doesn't look any more inappropriate than anybody else, but Lucas looks Pin-1-5
They shoot her on a down angle. Do you notice how often you don't see her legs in a shot?
Right. Because she's got some legs now, I'm sure. She's, like, 19. She's a person. Like, she's an adult, technically.
Right.
So, this thing started, they shot it in actually winter of 2015. So, Lucas was, like, 13, 14 then. Season 4 was summer of 2022. Lucas was 21. Season 5 is 2025. Lucas is now 24. Like, that gap is getting weirder and weirder and weirder. Also, there wasn't an original 5-year plan to this show. You can go online and see the Montauk pitch deck. It's badass. It is like a fucking shining example of pitch decks. It's so cool. It's also an 8-hour sci-fi epic.
Mm-hmm. Which they made.
That's season 1. And I don't mind it being a 3-season thing, like Netflix style. I would have thought 3-season. What I would have wanted out of this show was not bringing up Adam at all. The original thing that happens horrible in the lab where the other kids die. Yeah, that's not Elle's fault. Yeah, I mean, Elle does it, but it's not Elle's fault because she's a child. Yeah, and Papa is the monster who broke a child and got other people hurt. Yeah, if you made a 5-year-old drive a car and they drove it into a building, that is your fault.
That's your fault.
And that's what they've done here. And I wanted that with an exploration that season 1 we learn what happened. Season 2 we have to deal with Elle seeing that it's not her fault, and then season 3, but that it did crack the world open. Mm-hmm. And then season 3 is learning how to fix that crack with the help of your friends. And then it would be a show about overcoming the trauma that adults made you do as a child.
So how you up the stakes of these seasons. I get what they're doing, especially with the D&D allegory. So they start with a Demogorgon, and then they move up to Mind Flayer.
Right. And then now they're up to Vecna.
What I don't like about Vecna, which I didn't like about season 4, and which I think season 4 is by far the weakest of all the Stranger Things seasons, is that I think Vecna's dumb. Not that the fact that he as a character is dumb. I think the idea of trying to backward compatible, like, I was always the mastermind, is always a recipe for disaster.
Yeah.
Because now Vecna was always the Mind Flayer.
Right.
Which mean now that ethereal other thing that was like an eldritch horror is now a dude named Henry.
It's now a dude named Henry. Yeah.
Fuck. Okay. That sucks. That's less cool.
Yeah.
Like, and being reminded of that, of like, oh yeah, the Demogorgon, this very dangerous creature, is now an attack dog for another thing and makes it seem way less threatening.
No, now it's like a stooge.
One of these things was a goddamn terror and a menace that took a telekinetic to basically take it down.
No, now I expect to see 2 Demogorgons chomping on a cigar, like waiting to, get sent on orders by the boss.
And now, you heard Vecna.
No, I did, Vecna.
We gotta take you back to the Eldritch Plane. Tough. But
Tell him, Sal.
Yeah, and so Vecna being part of, like, being one, dumb, like every time they take anything that comes up with Henry, I'm like, dumb, stupid, like...
I'm going to throw it out there. Renaming Henry Mr. What's-It did not necessarily help.
That's a Stephen King level, like...
And it's one of those things.
Also, redeeming the Papa character, season 4.
Didn't like that. I didn't like redeeming those guys. So there's some choices that were made that they then stuck with. I started thinking about the show earlier today in terms of Harley Quinn and a million other shows we've seen lately, where a decision was made, a season line happened, and the writers' room came back and were like, "Fuck that decision." But instead of really fixing it, they just cold ignored it and wrecked the show further. I got to give it to Stranger Things that they made some decisions early on in the extending it out past Montauk that I wouldn't have made. Yeah. But goddamn if they didn't stick with them.
They've committed to it, and also, but they've minimized. You don't see a lot of Henry in the first 4 episodes. He's a mysterious villain again that we don't see but at the end at all. Right. Which is a good idea.
Yeah, because they need... like you said, guy named Henry is a harder threat to sell than Spider Fart in the sky.
Right. I mean, they go back and forth calling. One of even the kids talking about meta's like, that's too many to fucking names. Like, shut up, dipshit Derek.
Oh man, yeah. So, let's go with things I was disappointed in for 500.
Well, even with the minimal amount of Henry as Vecna, his mind prison. That they have to good on them for the effects of retro, whatever they had. Maybe they had old footage of the Will character.
Dude, did they age that kid back?
Or did they age that kid back because they threw him, I was like, okay, maybe you had some old footage of him being chased by a Demogorgon or a thing like that.
It felt like they got extra, like this was some extra season 1 footage. Honestly, if they didn't do that, then good on them.
Right. But either way, that's a good resource of a thing to backwards justify his connection with Vecna. And I was like, no, he was connected to the Mind Flayer because the Mind Flayer invaded him, and I thought he was connected to the Upside-Down, which is...
Right.
I thought the Upside-Down, before Vecna happened, I thought the Upside-Down was a singular consciousness. Like, they called it a hive mind, right? So I kind of thought, like, okay, so there's Demogorgons and there's Mind Flayers, but they're all kind of the same thing. Yeah. And they're all trying to get you, like, they're all like an eldritch monster, like, threat. And Will was connected to that because he got kidnapped first and spent the most time there and then got infected by a Mind Flayer. And that's why he's connected with the thing. And now, it's because Vecna has a plan with these kids that he grabbed for Will, but then didn't use Will later. And I was like, stop over complicating this.
So one of the main issues that I'm having with it is it feels disconnected, like there's a new plan every season.
Yes.
Because there was.
Yes.
And part of that just starts to be like, by this point in this season, I honestly, with the time gaps between them, is not helping them either. I honestly cannot always. I'm watching some of this going, what's the fucking rules in the Upside Down?
Yeah,
What am I misremembering from other shit? Also, we talked about the It Welcome to Derry problem. You thought I was watching It when I was still watching Stranger Things.
Yeah, I did. That's not good.
And that's because they waited so long between some of these seasons that somebody else just did their show.
Yeah, other people have caught up in production quality, and
like, hey, are they ripping off Stephen King? Don't we own the Stephen King property? Yeah, but who can make a show like Stranger Things? Us, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I will give them this. This season has more for the characters to do, other than season 4 felt like, so we're hanging in Russia because we need something for the adults to do.
I'm enjoying this a lot more than season 4.
Everyone's part of the crawl, which is a cool name to call their searches, their dungeon crawls.
I also like the all right. Before we get into things I actually liked, things I was disappointed. So also, it took so long to do this. Like you said, when Stranger Things launched, it felt somehow like both authentic and nostalgia 80s.
Yeah.
In a way that things just had brought back kids on bikes. It felt like it was the way that Deathstalker doesn't feel like a new movie. It feels like the correct memory of an 80s movie.
Yes.
And this felt like the correct memory of a VHS Kids on Bikes Goonies type thing, you know, while reading a Stephen King book. It's gone on long enough now that it feels like they're doing a Stranger Things bit.
Yeah.
Like when I watched Annie Hall after Diane Keaton died, and it's hard to not feel like she's doing an Annie Hall bit. Because she is. She's inventing the Annie Hall bit.
Yeah.
And it's weird that like this thing that is also nostalgia now feels like it's doing it's like it's gone on long enough and nostalgia happens fast enough that I feel like this is doing a Stranger Things nod.
Right.
And it's not. It is Stranger Things.
Well, they connected back to this was about the same time Will was taken, and I was like, wait, you're not saying that this whole series is taking place in a year, are you?
Oh my lord.
I don't know my timeline on this, but are they seriously saying all this took place in a year?
Man, because I can't. I'm gonna check because like the Kids on Bikes ages people like the presidency. What the fuck?
No. You gotta give me at least 3, man. Like that's
my least favorite thing in the entire, as far as like character interactions or whatever. I hate the Steve, Jonathan, Nancy triangle. I think the characters also do as well, but mentioning it doesn't fix it. Stop doing it. I hate it.
It's the first time Steve has been part of a thing that I really genuinely... So in the first season, it was a shock that Steve was a cool character.
Right.
Because he was set up to be the guy that would be mean to Nancy or whatever, but like, no, she broke up with Steve, but Steve was cool about it and fucking came through at the end. And then they gave Steve the thing to do, which is he's the babysitter in season 2, and I was like, wow, they immediately know what to do with this character. It's an amazing thing.
And then
now the kids are grown-ass adults,
Yeah.
which means Steve doesn't have a thing to do anymore.
No, and he can't even be Dustin's bestie
So
anymore.
now he's Dustin's like deadbeat dad or whatever, or
Yeah,
like or
but
disappointed
they're not
dad.
Yeah, but they're not even like really tight friends anymore.
Because Dustin, I get what he's trying to do. His friends are right. You're fucking this up.
Yeah.
Like, because of your fucking crush on Eddie or whatever, like your dude bro crush on Eddie, you are fucking up a galactic scale. I'm like, cool. No, if it was just high school stakes, we got your back on this.
Totally. Fuck these adults.
I need you to be at a spot, or we're all gonna fucking die.
And I know it's not your fault that there are bullies at our school, but hear me out, man. You don't have to die on the Eddie Hill right now when we're trying to finish the fight Eddie died for.
Right. Or don't put a snake in a fucking jock's locker.
God.
And I was like, so you just killed that snake also.
Oh, for real. Definitely kill that snake, which we see it. It's the blood on Eddie's. Yeah. So all of that's not... The weird stuff, man, is Lucas's little sister just an outright psychopath?
So they've upped that since. So every season,
I mean, she was a like precocious child.
Every time they kind of tease that she's like Chang on Community. They tease that she's going to be part of the group like every season since season 2. And they never bring her into the group. Right. So this is she finally gets to be
like part of the
group. And she only says yes because she's about. But at this point, they've upped her sassy black girl character to a point of, I can't make the call on this if this is offensive.
Well, and like they do this a lot with all the kids, but I cannot stress enough growing up in the 80s how much we cursed like sailors around each other, and immediately and magically did not curse around adults.
Yeah.
Because on top of all the other Rubik's Cubeness of all this was a time when you could actually get smacked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the amount of times that these kids say shit and goddamn around adults and don't get their teeth loosened for, like, is insane.
Well, that's if you see the parents at all, and this is
true.
This
but
this has been true since
but
season
like
one.
When she sits down at that dinner table with the fan, I know they're drinking wine and she's getting them fucked up, but she's feeding them this weird pie, and like swearing like a sailor, like, and I'm like, man, what the fuck?
This actually doesn't matter. Like, I don't care about this, but seriously, it is a weird thing that season one, sure, it's the 80s, they don't know where their kids are, but it's a goddamn military quarantine. Where are these parents?
Right.
Like,
So, my bet going into episode 1, Fanny looked over at me and was like, do we need to make bets on who lives? And I was like, well, this whole thing isn't going to wrap up this drop, so probably not yet. But my bet right off the bat, I'm just going to throw it out there, was everyone dies except Nancy's dad. And he only notices when dinner isn't ready.
yeah.
Like after like days. And
Man, if you thought they were going to do something with
holy
that character.
shit, nope, they killed him. Holy fuck.
Yeah.
He's actually, or at least he seems out. I don't know if he's actually dead or...
So when are they gone? Man,
Oh, man.
she asks him how old their daughter is, and he doesn't
Oh,
answer.
and she calls him on it, and like, you don't know, do you?
Come on, man.
And like, he's giving her shit for drinking, and like, shut
Yeah.
up, dude. I'm sorry.
Man, if you don't, you got to stop this argument here if you don't know your kid's age.
Oh yeah,
Like,
you can't win this.
But it leads to me another problem of their mom gets a hero moment, which I guess this is nice. I don't know this character that well. I guess it's nice she has a hero moment, but...
No. And one of the main problems with this season is that it has to involve the whole town of Hawkins, and I don't really know the rest of these people.
Yeah, I really like our core group, and it reminds me why I like this more than Welcome to Derry. Is
Dude,
that
every time the core group's on screen, I remember how much
smiling.
I love. Man, when Nancy's giving him shit about like, no, I'm about one of my favorite moments is when Russian dude, Russian worshipping dude, is like, okay, so it looks like you're trying to load a tracker into a shotgun shell, and what I assume is a hope of shooting it into an interdimensional creature. And like Nancy just makes him load potato sacks outside so she could test shoot it.
Yeah, and it's like, that's not going to work. Prove it.
Right.
Like,
Dude, Nancy's...
almost like to the audience, like, do you know that won't work? Like,
right.
I guess I can't.
Well, watch that. Yeah, like, looky here, another miracle. Everything's coming up Nancy, motherfuckers.
So the Demogorgon, all of a sudden not being deadly in the parents, like the Nancy's parents' house, was a stretch too. So when in the previous, it's not the first time we've home aloned a Demogorgon.
Right.
My headcanon was military guys are really bad at fighting these things because they stand there and shoot it, and that doesn't work.
And that does nothing.
And they're meant to stand their ground. Kids are surprisingly good at it because they are scrappy and stick and move, and trap it and do the barbed wire and the nails.
There are military groups that are good at that shit.
Yeah.
Like there are military groups that could home alone you.
So I was like, okay, our core group are Demogorgon masters. Now they're almost like if it's a D&D group, they have Ranger favored foe against Demogorgons. They got advantage on every attack roll.
Yeah, they got their Demogorgon merit badge.
But Nancy and her parents like, so how are they not immediately dead?
Right.
Like,
well, and they
it lets her stab it. It lets her stab it with that wine bottle a bunch, and I was like,
I thought she really got it for a minute.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're killing it. And then at the end, in the fourth episode they drop, Demogorgons are suddenly deadly as balls again. They mow through soldiers like they're rags.
Right. With that many soldiers, I was like, oh, okay, well maybe with that many guns, they'll actually have to throw a bunch of Demogorgons at them. They throw 2 Demogorgons into that, and they throw 3 at the truck.
Right.
They throw more at the truck than they do the military guys.
Yeah.
Like, that's how
much they are not caring about this. Yeah. So, the flat out weirdest thing, and I saw this mentioned online, I have to fully agree with it. It's in the Frank Darabont episode. Henry does not understand how mailboxes work.
Yeah.
So, I know it's a fake world, and he's trying to signal to Holly that there's something in the mailbox for her. Mm-hmm. But you put the flag up for the mailman, not you.
Yeah.
So, like, there's something in the mailbox for you. No, that's not what the flag means. The flag means the mail's not been here yet.
Mm-hmm.
When the flag goes down, that means the mailman's been here because he took your mail.
Yeah, it's not rocket science.
No, it's why the flag's there. It's the opposite of what they use it for here, and I know they need it to be a visual signal. Why else does she know to come outside to find Max's map?
Yeah.
Like, I get it, but it's weird. It was like, it just kind of bugged me of like, that's not...
Because it's, and I'm sure the argument in the room was, it doesn't logically make sense, but visually, an up flag will read as the audience, there's something in there.
Absolutely. Absolutely. No, I knew like immediately, like, I can see the argument in the room. Absolutely.
And I would lose that argument in the writer's room because it just...
I'd be the one on record of like the dissenting opinion here. Yeah.
But...
and so that kind of... That just drove me insane a little bit.
I do appreciate that all the 4 episodes were basically the one mission they start, and it just kind of unfolds over the course of a day or two.
So, in the list of things I loved, Dustin taking that full ass whooping at Eddie's grave, and spending the rest of that. Because, like you said, it's like basically one long mission with both his eyes just beat bloody and blood running out his face, like, and trying to lie and tell everybody he fell off a bike.
Yeah, no one's
like
buying that.
That just cracked me up of like, because I'd been the same way of like, man, I get where you're coming from. I feel you. I'm also sad Eddie's dead. You have to back off this until we're done with this. There you go. Sorry that you had to take that ass whooping, but that's the ass whooping that you clearly needed to take. There you go. And so I was like, sorry that the bullies had to do it, but maybe this will beat some sense into you.
Actually,
also,
like all the characters have kind of a great thing that they've been doing since the last
my other favorite thing is Robin and Steve in the morning.
Rock and Robin, yeah
man, K-Squawk,
and lightning fast hands on the. I love
on the carts, fucking watching Steve work the carts, buddy. It's fucking great. Yeah. They have fucking great gear up montage for the setting the barbed wire traps and all of that, like when they actually pull off a good plan.
Well, also here's another thing that also doesn't matter in the details thing, but how many times in the same day has Murray or whatever his name is come through?
Oh my lord! Like
as a smuggling thing, I'm like, okay, this is like the same day. Like they're gonna know.
I feel like we timed up. I cannot figure. I know they throw dates up, but it's been years since I've last watched this show.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
Well, also, like, Hop and Elle can't be in the Upside Down that fucking long.
Right. I like I really loved them home alone in the house and everything, but I had just rewatched the finale of season 4. And when they have to flip, like when they have to climb the rope up through the ceiling and then turn drop into the Upside Down, cool. Steve does it first, and Steve does it like and I think Maya Hawke's like, what do you want to fucking applause? Like, what do you wait for here, man? But he then drags a mattress over, and we get this immediate slam cut montage of person hits mattress, rolls out of the way, machetes land, drags machetes out of the way, person lands, drag person out, like rolls out of the way, weapon lands, and like doom 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 doom. And sometimes the cuts are so tight together that it's a very like, whoop, hey man, don't drop grenades on me. Like,
no.
And I was like,
it's not their best gear up montage.
But it's pretty fucking great.
But it's pretty good.
It's done a bit of a disservice by the fact that this show is, like all shows, I'm also watching Supernatural right now, and I'd said earlier in the show here, in season 1, that was a huge gap. I could tell immediately when I was watching Supernatural versus Stranger Things. Now it's a little bit of the same. Like it's running into the same problems. Because Hop and Elle are having an argument between them of like how much responsibility Elle is supposed to have and his controlling parent thing because of his long lost daughter, which is has been their thing since season fucking 2. Right.
And I was like, holy fuck. I get that he's the irascible dad or whatever, but for real, I've seen this 4 times now.
Like there was an interview with Sarah Gamble about like around her takeover of Supernatural, like around season 5, where she talked about like the crux of Sam and Dean is that they are war veterans who never leave the battlefield. And so they absolutely have PTSD at the end of season 1. And then we go 14 more seasons where they never leave the battlefield. And that's partly you either have to accept that as the gag. Sam and Dean cannot have normal conversations past a certain point, or don't. But in Stranger Things, this both wants to land real emotional moments and sometimes really does.
It does, yeah.
But it increasingly, the further we get, they have to wrap this up now. I'm glad this is the final one because it gets increasingly difficult to avoid these cartoonish moments.
To their first time, I was like, this is the first... even season 4, I was just a little like, okay, it feels like you don't have some stuff for some characters to do. This is the first season where I'm like, okay, I'm officially tired of this thing and that thing. I don't want to see Vecna ever again. Like,
no, I'm ready for them to wrap it up.
Like,
that said, when the characters I love, like when the people I love on my stories are on screen,
yeah,
fucking A.
Well, when they have Dustin's back and they all come together and we meet the core group is together for the first time, I was like, I got tingles. And Elle doing the training montage, Rocky style, is really cool.
That was cool.
And also him lying about him and revealing later, like, oh, hell yeah, she did. Got on
yeah,
her
it's like a despair.
And I was like, that works. I've seen it 4 times and yet it's still working.
Right, but it still works.
And so you understand why they're doing it. You just don't understand, like... Hacks surprised me for its season, and I wasn't even sure if, like, man, I'm still not sure if another season is where you need to go on this, or if you have more to say. But they surprised me what they did, and I was like, oh, you did have another thing to say.
All right, ballsy.
And I was Stranger Things doesn't have a new thing to say.
No, they're trying to wrap up a thing that I didn't need wrapped up. You could have. They
really could have just beat Vecna in season 4, and I feel like that's about it.
Right.
We don't really need more than that.
Yeah.
Everyone's character development, like, no one needs to complete their arc, really. They're all kind of the people they need to be.
Honestly, even if you had just had the land not crack or anything, just had him kill him and his body vanish, because he Michael Myers is away. They still don't know. I mean, shit, they thought Linda Hamilton had Vecna.
Yeah.
And she doesn't. Like, that's a different kid she's got.
Yeah, it's the kid from season 2, which I'm surprised they brought back, of like, oh,
yeah,
from that episode that no one likes.
Yeah, no, Els Morlocks.
Yeah.
Whatever, 11's Oceans.
Right.
What are you calling that team?
But yeah, it's 8 or whatever.
Yeah,
which I looked at, like, from that, so I was like, oh, there are more experiments, until they said, nope, Elle killed them all, except that one. Wait, how did she escape? Don't worry about it.
Because we needed her.
And okay, but also there's one who was the first one. Oh, god damn it.
One is Vecna.
Yeah, and like, right, but why is he so much older? And like, wait, so why was he and okay, whatever.
Sure.
When they introduce a series of numbers, you know they're going to reveal the number 1 at some point.
At some point, absolutely.
Yeah. So I wasn't that, like, but Nancy and Jonathan basically have to get back together, I guess. Is that where their arc is going? Because I'm like,
they've technically not been broken up.
I got to tell you, I don't care about that relationship. I don't
care.
And I kind of got why they broke up.
Yeah, well, and they were apart, I mean, like, physically apart for all of last season, and then are still... I hate all of the triangle between them.
I don't want to get back together with Steve. I don't really care about that either.
No. And
now what I do find interesting is Robin being caught by Will.
Yes.
Because Will having that kind of iffy, like, is he gay in the season 4, I thought was weak sauce. Like, okay, so he gives Mike a couple looks, but we don't really officially say anything about it. We don't do anything with it. This season, I'm like, oh shit, he sees Robin, and that's what gives him the, like, oh, well, maybe if I can see the same signals in Mike, and, like, he full doesn't. Like, and... because Robin tells him a story about how they met, and then Robin tells him another story about the first girl she was in love with, to, like, so you get I love that Robin immediately recognizes what has happened and what she did.
Right,
and, like, oh, I gave him the wrong advice. He needs this advice.
Right.
Sorry, I talk a lot. It's sorry, was that in actually, does that, my mom says I come off as disingenuous. It's a condition. Although Maya Hawke is killing it in this.
Killing it.
Just hilarious.
Oh, man, her explaining Tom, Dick, and Harry from The Great Escape.
Yeah.
And
I don't know about you guys, but I like Dick.
I like Dick. Wait.
Okay.
I had also just finished watching season 7 of Supernatural, where they're fighting the Leviathans, the head of which is Dick Roman. And they make, as Supernatural is wont to do, every dick joke they could get away with on the CW.
Right.
Like, Like to the point that like when Dean goes to purgatory at the end, it's after they beat Dick and he came too.
So Will's connection
In
with
purgatory.
Will's connection with the Upside Down is back
Mm-hmm.
for, I guess,
Sure.
And I know the reason is because, well, back when it was the Mind Flayer, we defeated it. But now that the Mind Flayer is now Vecna, it's back on the table again.
Right.
So his connection never, and I like that, well, maybe my connection never really was severed. I mean, it was until we wrote it wasn't, but okay.
Yeah.
So like, because, wait, why does hurting the Demogorgon hurt you now and it didn't?
Well, even they get
okay.
confused on it of like, are you seeing through Derek's eyes or Vecna's eyes? Or, well, I'm seeing through Vecna in Derek, in the Demogorgon, in the...
Now, what I did like is they set up a canon reason for why some of the Demogorgons might not be as deadly as like, are you sure your hand's not on the wheel at this point? That he's been connected to the hive mind so much that he has, and why Vecna needs kids to be part of the hive mind. Will grew up and now has more control over his emotions,
Right.
I think, and also has found himself.
Right. Well, because at the end of the 4 episodes we get here, we finally get like the fully operational Will.
Right. Which I love the nosebleed too, because it connected
he gets the 11 nosebleed, but he also gets the Vecna white eyes. Like
so his powers are a mix between the
Wilna.
two. Yeah. So he's got some.
It's got the 11 right there in his name.
And he kills them the same way Vecna kills his victim. So he's like, oh shit, he's got some serious juice.
I liked Joyce Cold apologizing to Will.
Yeah.
Of like, where he's like, no, Mom, you were great. Like, no, I didn't know you were missing for 8 hours because I was drinking cheap wine and chain smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
Why didn't I even come and check on you? And like,
That
no, I mean, like, nobody's mad at you, Joyce, but you're making a good point.
I really appreciate that's a conversation that's needed to happen since the start of season 2.
Right.
Because like they get her back and get him back and it's a happy ending for season 1. But we really,
we're never really going to discuss, like, your family's just never really going to discuss that. I was impressed. I was like, that's a good moment. Chainsaw Steve doesn't really do anything, but fucking A, awesome.
Kind of thought he was going to use that chainsaw for another
he just cuts the floor.
Yeah.
We get Delightful Derek.
Delightful Derek.
That kid's fucking Turdsley there is the worst, man.
Man, he sucks.
And then when I love the girl that rats them out. He makes his last, opens the bathroom door one last time and yells out, "So-and-so's a snitch!"
It's a fucking snitch. Ashley's a snitch. Like, fucking.
You got big sniffs in it, you motherfucker.
Yeah. Also love that they're, for kids and stuff, I love that they, again, it feels very D&D. They make a plan and then someone pokes out holes in it. Like, well, this plan doesn't really, that's a plan to lose slower. You realize that, right? Like, so how can we make this plan into a plan that makes us win? And it's a riskier plan, but like their plan to just get the kids out of Hawkins is like, okay, that's actually technically if you get one kid out of here, I would imagine that fucks up whatever Vecna wants to do. So yeah, that sounds about right.
Them like sending that dipshit in with his G.I. Joe lunchbox when like, well, no, we don't need a super spy. We need to send in the kid that they want anyway.
Right.
And like he just, hey, my school's missing. I'm like, all right, weapons, what the fuck? When I think my other favorite just dialogue moment in it was knowing that Linda Hamilton is a horrible boss. I'm sure we're going to learn more about her in the next drop. And that all the soldiers seem a bit scared of Dr. K. Them trying to, like, as the guy is slowly realizing you've lost kids. I'm sorry, what?
What did you just, like, fucking...
Like, yeah, we lost several kids. You've lost several kids? Well, yes. How, man? How?
Man, that guy dies just like 5 minutes later, but he was definitely losing his job.
Oh, absolutely. One of those, like, no, you don't leave my sight until you personally explain this
to me,
to Dr. K. I'm not saying any of this.
Yeah,
I'm going to shove you into the room in front of me from now on.
Also, they have some sort of frequency thing that takes out L.
Oh, yeah, they've got like a sound jammer.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Shouldn't that same thing work on Vecna? And if so, why isn't it all over your base?
Dude, right. This shit, well, it doesn't seem to affect humans
at all.
They can leave it running and have conversations.
Yeah, I don't think even Hopper, none of them even hear it.
So just leave it running.
Yeah.
All the time.
I don't know how much power it takes, but
I don't know.
I
but
imagine...
also, Hopper doesn't shoot at the clear radar dishes in the corners of the room that are definitely doing that.
I kind of thought that was his next
but he
move
doesn't.
there.
Yeah. Also, after promising to take out the kryptonite, which I know that's not the kryptonite. The kryptonite is 8, but still. I don't know. I'm gonna watch. I mean, I'm definitely gonna watch the rest of this. They've got my fucking number. But it has been a diminishing return, honestly, since season 2.
I want to say season 3. I was one of those people like, okay, Maya Hawke
Was that the mall?
It was that mall. Maya Hawke was a worthy addition of this series.
Okay.
And Maya Hawke doesn't come in until season 3.
Yep, it's Maya Hawke and Lucas's little sister were pretty great in season 3.
Right. And so I'm one of those, like, season 3 was, other people didn't quite get in with that one, but I really liked it.
That pulls it out just for that.
But then Elle loses her powers at the end of that one and becomes a normal girl, and I thought that was the weird place to end it.
Right.
And I want to say 4 and 5 are like diminishing returns, but also it's more of kind of like, oh, with this I'll get more Stranger Things with Maya Hawke in it than I won't without it.
True.
Kind of like Talin in Lower Decks is. I'm mad that.
Yeah. What if we ruin Lower Decks a little bit, but you got 2 more Talin seasons?
Sold. I love Talin that much.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna keep rocking along with Rob, and then for Christmas drop and the New Year's drop, that's probably gonna wrap it up for us on Stranger Things. Tune in next week when I believe we're gonna talk about the Red King.
The Red King.
I believe it's gonna be next week. It's a Patreon pick.
Oh, okay.
And until then,
TV dudes out.
What the hell just happened?
I have no idea, but I love it!
He knows where we are.
Watch out!
Boom.
Time's up.
We gotta go.
Do it.
Oh my god! It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. We're not gonna make it.
I got it.